Welcome to our Green Acres, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great day. And guess where we are going? Guess where these little feet are walking to? We are going into my local Goodwill in Athens, Alabama to do some thrifting. Today, I'm going to point out some items that you really need to be on the lookout at your thrift store to save you lots of money. If you can find these few items at your thrift store, I guarantee you can find them at a good deal. You will save a lot of money in decorating your home. So let's go in and see if we can find some of these items. The thing I love about thrift store shopping is you never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you may find items that you're actually looking for, but you may actually find some items that may just be really random and may just catch your eye as being something that's kind of a rare find that maybe has a lot of character that you want to place in your home. And that is the fun of thrifting. They have everything to choose from, and our local Goodwill always has a huge selection of glassware, home decor, furniture items. So we're going to go through my store today, and I'm going to point out some items that my Goodwill has, most days. They have them at really good prices. So if you can find some of these items, I feel like you can save a lot of money when you decorate your home. And a lot of these items sometimes will be brand new with tags on them. So if you're looking even for gifts, a lot of times you can save money on gift giving. So let's go through my store. I'm going to show you some items to be on the lookout for of how you can save money, decorate your home on a budget. Then I'm going to bring y'all back home and show you a few of the items that I did purchase and how you can style them. I always love to give y'all styling ideas and decorating tips. So let's go through my Goodwill and do some shopping. The first item to be on the lookout for is beautiful serving trays and dishware. You can really save a lot of money picking these pieces up at your local thrift store. This beautiful tray right here with, beautiful hydrangea blooms. I didn't know anything about it, but it was $3.09 and it looked like a really good quality piece. What a beautiful piece for the rest of spring and summertime coming up with this beautiful strawberry design. So always be on the lookout at your thrift store for some beautiful dishware, serving platters, because anytime you host an event, these beautiful budget-friendly pieces can really take your tablescapes and your food serving to the next level. Another great decor piece that I found at Goodwill for $3.09 was this beautiful wooden pedestal riser. This has metal feet on it, so this will make a great addition to your space. You can use a piece like this in your bathroom, on your kitchen counter. There's so many things that you can display on these. They have one at McGee & Co., a smaller size, runs around the $50 range, and the larger one was around $66. Not only are these wooden pedestal risers beautiful, but they're also versatile. You can use these to display some of your potted plants. You can add these to your spaces in your kitchen and add some of your favorite, kitchen utensils. Or like I told y'all, you can style it in your bathroom, add some really pretty hand towels and candles, but such a beautiful piece to find. Some other home decor pieces that are great to find at the thrift store that will save you a lot of money is Wicker and Rattan. And Wicker and Rattan items are really popular right now because they add such a beautiful, cozy, and natural texture to your space. This 5 set of, matching woven baskets were less than $20. They were priced separately, but the smaller one was $3, the medium was $4, and then as the sizes went up, I think they went up $1 or $2, but still less than $20. You can get some beautiful pieces to set out on some open shelving or use those as wall art. Beautiful baskets are not only, pretty for home decor, but they're also functional because you can use these for storage. This one right here was absolutely beautiful, and this one looks like it is handmade. This is a very pretty styled basket. You could always put some magazines in this, style this with some blankets and throws, put some pillows in it. Such a beautiful piece for only $5. After I got home, I wished I would have picked that up, but I really didn't know, where I would put it. But, similar items to this can run up in the money when you buy these online. So looking for pieces like this at the thrift store can save you a lot of money. But you can always style these with some beautiful greenery and florals for all the seasons. And those are also some timeless pieces that you can leave out all year long. Another great home decor and decorating pieces to be looking for at the thrift store all year long is seasonal items. My Goodwill has seasonal aisles for each season and each holiday. They have, a lot of things for fall right now, and they also have a huge Christmas section. They have it throughout the whole year. And a lot of times in spring and summer is a great time to look for some seasonal decor for Christmas and fall is now is because a lot of times people are having yard sales this time of the season. Some of the things they may not sell, or they are just cleaning out of their home to declutter, they will donate these items. So it's a great time to go on and get these items, so when the season does get here, it'll be like Christmas time. When we open those totes, we have some brand new home decor that we bought on a budget. Just so we can compare prices and see what a good deal that you can get at the thrift store on seasonal items, is this 25-piece bottle brush Christmas tree, new in box from Target. This is a Threshold brand, but for $3.09, that was a steal, because they have one listed that was new in the box on Macari, and they had it listed for $35. So for $3, you could get that stored away for Christmas, and what a beautiful display that would be around Christmas time. A lot of other great items to look for that are seasonal and things that you will absolutely love to decorate with in your home is vintage items. That is the thrift store is a great way to look for pieces like that are going to be unique and authentic, and, just add a little bit of character to your home, and pieces that you will be able to set out year after year that are going to be timeless, and you're absolutely going to love these pieces because you're going to be the only one that's going to have a rare piece like this. Some other items to be on the lookout for at the thrift store, and you're never going to know when you're going to see something just so random, but something so vintage and classic, and that is some old bicycles. Every now and then our Goodwill will have some really good vintage bicycles. So many things you can do with these because these are statement pieces. This is a rare item that a lot of people will not have displayed in their yard, but there's so many ways that you can display a beautiful vintage rare piece like this. And you can decorate it with some beautiful flowers just to give your yard and your flower beds that extra wow factor. And another home decor piece to always be on the lookout for at the thrift store, of course, is items that you may be looking for. I'm about to restyle my home with a whole different theme, and of course as you can see, I'm looking for some horse decor. I love horses. Never rode a horse in my life, but I think they're absolutely beautiful animals. So stay tuned for some videos upcoming, and I'm going to show y'all some beautiful pieces that I have been collecting and how I'm going to decorate my home with them to style and just do something really different. So y'all stay tuned for some brand new videos coming up, and I'll show y'all how I'm going to decorate with some of these items that I have been collecting along the way. Now, another home decor item I always tell y'all is lamps. And lamps at the thrift store are abundant at my Goodwill. I always love to check out this section because you never know what kind of lamps you're going to find. Some you can find that are, more on the new side. Some are going to be more vintage. Sometimes you'll find one. Sometimes you may look up and find a pair. These right here were really pretty, and those were very modern looking. This right here would be absolutely beautiful for another seasonal piece. You could get this and store this. You could leave this out all winter long, and especially around Christmas time. How beautiful would this lamp be? This was only $7. I love the uniqueness of this, and I went and priced them out. They were similar to the one that I found for $7. I didn't find one exactly like the one at the thrift store, but just I think at $7, that was a really good deal for such a unique piece. Now you can find lamps in all sizes, shapes, and colors. A lot of times you can find, if you're looking for brass lamps, my Goodwill a lot of times will have some that are brass. And also look at that one that looks like some branches twisted together. That would be another beautiful one you could style for the winter and fall season. So just another great home decor item that you can save a lot of money on if you can shop the thrift store and, pick up some lamps at your thrift store. And also, if you don't like the color of them, lamps are very easy to make over and spray paint. Another home decor item that will save you a lot of money if you can find pieces at the thrift store is metals. A lot of times, if you look, you can find a lot of silver pieces, a lot of brass pieces. You can bring these items home. A lot of times they'll have some natural patina on them. Some people like it that way, but you can also, get some cleaner and clean these pieces up. I thought these beautiful glass and brass lamps were really pretty. They were priced up at $20 each, but I'm sure for $40 those were some beautiful rare lamps, so they were probably worth it. Something else that I always love to collect when I find them at really good prices at the thrift store is vases. Now these come in all kinds of assorted shapes and colors and sizes. I pick up, a lot of times even new ones that I find at a good deal sometimes when I'm at TJ Maxx. And then sometimes when you're at the thrift store, throw in some thrifted ones when you find those also. You can add some really pretty dried flowers or some really pretty greenery to these. These just make such great accent pieces. You can, style these all together in the assorted shapes, sizes, and colors, and this makes a beautiful vignette of a collection of some beautiful vases. So I picked up a couple that I found at some really good deals. I found this one at a thrift store for $1.99, and I also found this really pretty ceramic glazed one at Goodwill, and it was only $2. So y'all, these are beautiful. I love the shapes and the different colors. Mix and match these with some other vases that you may have, and like I say, you can always add these plain, or you can add some beautiful florals or greenery to them, and you can leave these out all year long because these are absolutely timeless pieces. So this is another beautiful home decor piece to be on the lookout for at the thrift store. When you see these, pick them up, get a collection, and you can just distribute these throughout your home, decorate with them, and style them in so many ways. I also picked up this beautiful platter. Now I went out and I did a Google search on it, and come to find out it's called a Majolica platter. I can't pronounce that word very well, but it did say it is made in Italy. And of course, it features these beautiful embossed purple hydrangea blooms and green leaves. I love the beautiful handles on these, but this right here, y'all, actually can run up in the money. They are selling a whole set of this beautiful dishware on Etsy, and it's in the $200 range for, a few pieces of this. So I was lucky enough to find this beautiful platter for only $3. But this would be so beautiful served, of course, with some beautiful appetizers or a really pretty little dessert slices on it, or you can always just set it out on a table and decorate it with a candle, some beautiful little florals and pearls, put your jewelry on it. So many things you can do with a beautiful vintage rare piece like this. Another item I couldn't pass up that I brought home was this beautiful wooden pedestal riser. These right here make such great display pieces, especially in your kitchen. You can style these in so many ways, but they actually not only are beautiful to sit around on your countertops in your bathroom or your kitchen, but they're also functional because they are a great placeholder to where you can set your soap dispensers. You can put some really pretty framed artwork or some kitchen utensils. So many ways that you can style a beautiful piece like this. If y'all are enjoying this video, please hit that like button and make sure to leave me a comment down below and just say hi or let me know what some of your favorite things in this video are. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel also, because I'd love for you to come back each week just to see the things that we can find out shopping or how we can decorate our homes using a lot of these beautiful decor items that we find at the thrift store. I told y'all that metals was a great home decor piece to look for at the thrift store, because you can find any kind of metal, silver and brass, by the truckloads at my Goodwill. So I always love to look for trays or candle holders. But on this day, I found this little bag of goblets. Now, I did a Google search on these. These kind of reminded me of communion cups. So if you know anything about these, leave me a comment down below. But there was 6 in a package, and I got these, I think, around $2 to $3, and there was 6. I went out and priced some out, and for one that was 3.5 inches tall, kind of like the ones that I got, they were selling around $20 each. So I think I got a really good deal with those. But so many things you can do with these. You know, you can set these out in, in a vignette. And of course, I wanted to style them with a really inexpensive 80-something cent taper candle that I got at Walmart. So these make great candle holders. And if you didn't want to do silver, you could always get some rub and buff and turn them into gold. But I love the silver and I love the patina on them. So I'm going to leave them just like they are and use them for some candle holders. Well, that's going to be it for today, but make sure to come back next week, because I've got some new items that have just arrived at my home, and I'm going to show y'all what's in these boxes and how we can decorate my home with some of the items that I've been collecting. Let me know down below what was your favorite item that you're going to be looking for at the thrift store. And I hope that this gave you some shopping ideas of things to look for at the thrift store that I can find a lot of times at my local Goodwill. That is just a few dollars, and it can save you a lot of money. So remember, sometimes it's not always about the budget, but it's about strategy. So make a list, go through your house, think through your decorating process, and keep in mind those items that can enhance your home and add that curated look. Then try to go to some yard sales this summer or the thrift store and try to find those items and get them for a lot less money. So until the next video, I hope all of y'all have a blessed week, and I'll plan to see all of y'all back here next week for a brand new video. Bye, y'all.